Welcome back to another video. I appreciate you guys for being here. I've been getting a ton of comments about this video made by Lightburn64. I'll have it linked down below for the original, of course. It's called How Hard is Geometry Dash? It came out 2 weeks ago. I heard it's an absolute banger. So, I want to check it out. But before I do, if you guys enjoyed this type of video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. The support's been amazing. And I don't want to waste any of you guys' time. It's a long video, so let's just get straight into it. And of course, I'll try not to pause too much like I am right now, but I'm going to give my thoughts and stuff throughout. What just happened? Sorry. Holy sh... I just felt like it was in a ghost mansion or something, all those sounds. Alright.
Geometry Dash is a very simple game. At its core, you are a cube. Click and you jump.
Yep.
The objective is to get to the end of a level. But there's a catch. If you touch a single triangle...
This editing is beautiful.
Or hit the floor...
By the way, I just want to point that out.
You have to start over. You have to go from nothing, make sure you dodge all the spikes and click everything perfectly, manage your nerves as you near the end, and finish the level. And when you finally do, you get a feeling of such incredible happiness that is so unique to this game.
I've seen this. Novelboy's Bloodlust verification. That was huge when he did it, I remember.
How do we get to that point? There's many different skills that you need to have besides just timing in order to beat certain levels in the game that might not be very obvious to the unfamiliar eye.
True.
So just how hard is it, and how hard does it get?
Is that Nepesta or whatever? Isn't that his name? Nepesta? That guy, he's been around for a while too. Doggy, 2 and Pest. Dude, this editing's insane. What the? This is fire. Alright. I'm excited. How hard will Geometry Dash truly get? I have no idea. Well, let's find out. Or well, let's see what he says.
RobTop, the sole developer of this game, created these faces.
Is that RobTop? Is that him? I've never actually seen him before.
Difficulty in Geometry Dash. These difficulties range from easy to insane. Easy levels typically only have 1 or 2 game modes in the entire level and act as a starting point for new players.
Replay
you might see
or
the
retry.
cube game mode, where, of course, you click to jump, or maybe the ball game mode, where you click to switch gravity. Insane levels, all the way over here on the other side of the spectrum, may have a large...
I forgot there used to not be demons.
A mix of harder game modes, such as the wave or the ship game mode, as well as other elements such as orbs and portals that all change the fundamental gameplay in some way. Now, you'd think you'd be able to point to the one on the end here and say,
look, this is the hardest difficulty in the game.
God!
God, that just exploded my ear.
This is what the scale looked like when the game first released. But as the community grew better at the game, RobTop had to create a new difficulty icon. And
originally, the demon icon, but there was just one. There was no easy, medium, hard, insane, extreme. It was all one.
Like that, the demon difficulty...
Look, there's the hardest difficulty, right there.
Oh my God.
I'm sure a lot of you guys knew that, of course.
We're not there yet. We'll get there. We're not there yet, okay? Stop talking. This is not the hardest difficulty. In a following update, RobTop had to add even more difficulty faces. He added the demon difficulty subcategories, ranging from easy to extreme demon.
Right there,
Yep.
right there. Oh my God, this video is pointless. That there is the hardest difficulty. Oh my God.
Now, in terms of the average player, you might be able to beat an easy or maybe a medium demon in a couple of hours. The hardest levels in the base game, the demon ones, are these 3, and are often some of the very first demons that players ever beat. Now,
First demon I ever beat was Clubstep, and then I'm pretty sure... No, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I'd be deadlocked before Theory of Everything too, but that's just a blatant lie.
In reality, these are considered easy demons. Jinxie, a very popular streamer who has never touched the game before, was able to beat his first easy demon in a little over 120 hours of playtime, which he then proceeded to violate his tens of thousands of viewers live on Twitch and YouTube. This is usually where an average player would lay in terms of maximum skill. Demons in general are known for their abnormal difficulty, requiring you to memorize where to go and when to click some very tight timings. You're also forced to adapt and when to click some.
Is that actually what happened? Like,
you're also forced to adapt to gravity changes, understand the physics of the hardest game modes, and commit all of these elements to muscle memory. Eventually, through enough playtime, you'll be able to adapt to these gameplay factors that you once knew nothing about. Each step in this staircase of difficulties is small, but it's enough to make the player feel good about themselves after taking one.
oh my gosh. This is what I sounded like after beating Windy Landscape.
Maybe you learned how to play a certain game mode. Maybe you found the best way to learn levels fast. Or maybe you learned where to look on your screen for the most precise and accurate clicks. Every single step here teaches you something, and that's
When I
what
really
makes
think
this
about
game
it,
feel
I
so
don't
good
know
and
what
so
I
addicting
do
to play.
to
Thinking
improve.
to
Like,
yourself,
how do I get better at a
I
level?
understand it now. Watch
I
me
just
beat
play
it this
it.
attempt. The things you learn get harder and harder, but the accomplishments feel better and better. But the one thing I want to focus on today is here. At the very top of the steps lays the Extreme Demon. This difficulty here, it can't be put into words how hard beating an Extreme Demon is. There are so many little factors, so many different little things that you need to know to even begin to play the easiest levels at this difficulty. Things that you might not realize you needed to know, which we're gonna go over in a minute. And yes, while Extreme Demon is the hardest difficulty of level that is currently in the game, there are many different levels with this title, and they're not all equally hard.
No,
They
they're not.
really are not all equally
I'm
hard.
pretty sure I saw something that's like Acu or like Red World, which is the lowest tier Extreme Demon. There's a lower skill gap from Stereo Madness to that than there is from that to Society, the top demon.
To put into perspective this difference, the difficulty gap between Stereo Madness and AQ, which is one of
What
the
the fuck?
easiest extreme
Yeah, this is exactly what I just
demons in the
said.
game, that gap there is smaller than the gap between AQ and the hardest extreme demon in the game. Realistically,
crazy.
Top needs to continue adding more unique difficulties beyond Extreme Demon, but that's hard to sustain due to the human limit always being pushed. The community has tried to make their own difficulty
I don't think
icons
they should
before,
add more difficulty icons, to be honest.
but
I feel like if you do too much, there's too much. Like, look at that image right here. Like, what is this? What is this?
What the fuck?
You can make it straight both, bro.
What? There's just like 20 of the same one that just have like a slightly darker shade of red.
I don't know what we're thinking about these. What is that, bro?
Auto demon? What the fuck does that even mean? yeah, that one. Click on that one.
Wait, that was
I mean, yeah,
This
like,
isn't even
like,
geometry,
like, what is that, bro? It's like an apple.
So in order to truly rank every single extreme demon in order of difficulty, the community came together to create this, a comprehensive list ranking every extreme demon in order of how hard they are. And the very easiest extreme demon, which we're going to start off with today, is this.
Red World?
I'm gonna turn myself from an audio visualizer. If you saw my last video, you recognize this. But I'm gonna turn myself from this into a Geometry Dash icon because
Okay.
that's what everyone seems to be doing nowadays.
Okay.
Okay, you can come on up.
No. Yeah, it's better. Now,
What is
without touching
happening?
into every difficult level in the game, because, you know, that would take forever, let's start with the
Mhm.
very bottom of RDL to sort of
it
establish
Red
a
World?
basic knowledge of extremes with a level called Red World.
Yeah,
Now, if you
okay.
look at the factors that make this level an extreme, it's long, has choke points, and introduces a never-before-seen custom game mode. Whoa, that looks difficult. It appears to be using the ball game mode to switch gravity names.
Was Red World the first ever level to use Swing Copter?
It's swinging. This level starts off extremely easily. Well, easy for an extreme demon. With some relatively simple ship and ball gameplay. This
Mhm.
gameplay alone would be about 6, 7, maybe even an 8-star difficulty. You move on to some triple spikes. Still not that difficult. These triple spikes are seen in even some of the easiest levels in the game. Then you move past into what seems to be the most insufferable choke point of the entire level, and then end off with another choke point. And then another. While this is the easiest
Okay.
extreme demon, these choke points of pointless garbage make it extremely unfun to play. Usually, in a
So
normal
it's just
level, these
completely unenjoyable.
things would go through playtesting, so that the level creator can balance out all the difficulty spikes to make the level more enjoyable. However, this level was so hard that it was uploaded to the servers with a hacked verification as an impossible level. Okay, I'm ranting. That's the history lesson.
That's crazy. The easiest extreme demon now used to be considered an impossible
behind Red World.
level.
This level has some
That's
pretty difficult
wild
timings,
if you
but
really think
it's
about
not
it.
intense.
It's the
mainly
same thing with
because
Ice Carbon Diablo X. Old impossible level, now it's not even an it's an insane demon.
Created by its hard clicks, none of which are frame perfect clicks, but we'll get into that soon, as well as its tight ship gameplay and swing copter choke points. That's all this level really has going for it. Red World, while still being very, very difficult, has absolutely nothing on what we're going to talk about here in a minute, and barely even scratches the surface of the difficulty of Geometry Dash levels.
Maybe that's the
Speaking of
first
which,
extreme I
what's
should
next on
play.
our list? Let's do an activity. You're going to help me make a really mediocre transition into what we're going to talk about next. Think back to a happy moment of your life.
Okay.
A fun hangout with your friends.
Yep,
Maybe a
thinking.
first kiss. Maybe installing Geometry Dash for the first time.
No.
Maybe uninstalling Geometry Dash for the
Okay,
first time.
maybe.
What you just accessed in your mind is called a memory. Geometry Dash
Dude, this
is
guy's
found a way-
storytelling is really good. Like, this is a really good
You
video.
take these things and put them into levels. Memory demons are a genre of level that you cannot sight read. They require you to memorize when to click, usually through trial and error. Looking back at Red World, we could see when to jump. It's more or less readable, like these
Pretty much
triple
sight
spikes here
readable.
that you need to jump over, or this god-awful swing copter. You have a visual path here
Just
to go
sorry
over, and
ass
the limits
swing
of this
copter.
path are more or less obvious. Memory levels are where
Why am
those
I
concepts
yawning,
go
dude?
to
It is 3:10 p.m. and I'm yawning.
die.
I woke up at like 8:30.
Depending on how memory-based a memory level is, you are forced to build muscle memory on where to click based on very
Like, bro, I
little
can't even,
visual
yeah,
or
I can't even
auditory
see you
cues,
what
if
I'm looking at
any.
here.
Take a look at this segment here. This is a level called Unleash Whale Whales. Tell me which block you should go onto next. This is a very important
Top
decision.
one.
If you get this wrong, you have to restart.
Top
the
one.
stakes are very high. Oh, you don't know? Well, this is just one jump. If you want to attempt beating this, you have to memorize the right paths for hundreds of these jumps, for a little under 2 minutes.
That's
This
crazy.
is the entire level. And you want to know the best part? This doesn't even break the top 1,000 hardest levels in the game. These memory levels
So it's a 2-minute memory level, and it's an extreme demon. Maybe I should try that.
in many different shapes and forms. For example, this is super probably level, where you have to memorize where the real borders are because all the ones you see here are fake.
What?
Here's another one. You
That
may
looks
think to
so
yourself,
weird.
oh, this man is simply floating. No, he's hitting jump orbs, dodging spikes, and constantly switching game modes in a completely invisible level.
Okay,
For
like
5 minutes. And you want to know something crazy?
invisible
This
5-minute
doesn't even
level.
break the top 750. It's okay though. It's mainly clicking to the beat of this nice song and enjoying these cute birds flying around.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, how hard could an invisible level possibly get?
Extremely.
Sorry, one more.
You're not ready for when in 10 years the #1 demon in the game's invisible grief.
Hello?
It's gonna be sick.
Of Ambrosia? Of
Is that the
Ambrosia.
old
Yeah,
oh, what's the Wii game? The Wii game. That's the voice sound effect and the music.
I'm looking this up right now.
Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. I never played the new one. I only played the old Wii one.
How are you supposed to know where to go?
What is happening right now?
Okay, chill. It cannot
Thank
be
you.
that hard. Let's take a peek under the curtain to see what the layout actually looks like. Okay, now usually this level of gameplay is probably about hard or maybe insane demon level, but it's difficult to judge a skeleton when it's covered by all that flesh and blood. In other words, it's much harder than you think when a level is completely invisible. So yeah, we're gonna put that right back.
Good. Is this Bloodlust? I think it is. Definitely is. It says it right there. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Just ignore me. God, swing copters. I hate swing copter. I love this part of Bloodlust. So sick. Oh, that's pain.
Agony. Looping all the way back to the start.
Bro, nerve. I can't tell you guys how many times I've tried to play Geometry Dash. I play one attempt at the level I want to play, get weirdly far, die at like 60, and then just get off the
Knowing
game.
that you had that, and yet the only person you could blame is yourself. You died at the end of a level because you couldn't manage your nerves. Who knows how long it'll take for you to get back to that point again. Now you have to learn nerve control. There's many levels that exploit this particular skill, but it's most commonly seen in long levels. And if it's an extreme demon you're playing, it makes it even harder to control your nerves near the end of a level. The Geometry Dash community, specifically content creators, have actually used this
It's
factor as a
Doggy.
way to create
How
new
old was Doggy here? Because I just found out today, or like yesterday when I was watching a video, that Doggy I think is 19 or 20. And he has a full beard, bro. The only thing I grow is a chin patch.
and
Shave that
entertainment
every day.
content.
Looks terrible.
By buying a heart rate sensor or something else that could record heart rate and setting it up on your recording software, you could see in real time when the player locks in and needs to control their nerves. The highest recorded heart rate in the Geometry Dash community at the time I'm saying this is 229 beats per minute, which, you know, I had my suspicions. It's actually not healthy at all. Even during exercise, it's well over what's considered dangerous. Without proper nerve control, high heart rate like
230?
this
I don't even know. Oh my
can
god.
actually put your life at risk, and more importantly, it makes levels harder and can ruin a deep run. Geometry Dash levels are most commonly long length, which is anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes long. But anything past 2 minutes is an XL level, and this is where nerve
They should
control
make like
becomes a little more
XXLs.
important.
5-minute
Light
levels.
travel is one of these levels. Considered a true test of endurance and nerve control, this yellow level is 9 minutes of gameplay, with choke points, with the last part being some really tight wave gameplay. You want something
That's
harder?
like what's it called? Every end, number 10. It's like a 7-minute level.
One, which
Number
is
10
just
extreme
named
demon in the
death.
game.
It's 9.5 minutes long. The most egregious of examples is Eon.
I've
This
heard of this
is around
level.
the 800th hardest in the game at the time I'm saying this. Now, knowing that, I want you to guess how long this level is.
I've heard it's crazy long. Okay, these are the answers. Well, I'm gonna go 25 because hint subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna go with 25. Yeah, hint subscribe to me as well, guys. Appreciate it. If you guys really like to subscribe, I'm gonna go with 25 because it's the longest answer.
Whoa, you're right on the money. It's 55 minutes long.
What?
That's only 1% of progress every 33 seconds.
Real quick, it's me editing this. I know
53
33
minutes?
seconds doesn't sound like a long time, but keep in mind, most of your attention spans are less than 30 seconds. Come on, like when's the last time you sat through a full-length ad? Okay, like while you were brushing your teeth, maybe
What
you
is-
set your phone down to stand up to wipe your ass. That doesn't count. Imagine sitting
What's-
through 110 ads. And speaking of ads, half of you probably just got an ad right now because I placed one right here, or I'm gonna place one right here.
No.
I'm not done editing this yet, but
Don't do it.
yeah, 30 seconds is a long time.
Sure,
is
the
happening
gameplay
right
is,
now?
like boring and easy, but it spikes in difficulty during the last 12%, and
Okay.
most of the challenge is in the length itself. There's harder super
Yeah,
long
a
levels.
55-minute level or whatever sounds
But
miserable.
Don't worry, we'll get to those later, so calm down.
There's even
But
longer
this
levels.
is why nerve control is such an important factor in a level's difficulty. Imagine spending thousands of attempts on a single level, listening to the same song over and over, putting in hours and hours trying to beat it. You finally get past that one extremely hard part in the level, and you physically start feeling your heart pounding in your
Oh
chest.
god.
You know that it could take days, even weeks to get another shot at this. The sweat forming between your hands.
I feel
and
this feeling on like
fingertips,
medium demons,
causing
bro.
you to lose grip.
Extreme demon would have me in shambles.
Resting on your body, the placement of your other hand on your desk, and the more you think about these things, the more focus you lose. It's getting harder to see the things on your screen properly, and you notice the delay between your clicks, and
Agony.
agony.
Yes.
Looping all the way back to the start.
This guy's editing's ridiculously
We're
good.
going to start ramping it up here. The one thing you could expect from a Geometry Dash level is consistency.
Okay.
The same gameplay every run. It's how you practice. But there are some levels where that's not the case. Random elements are by far one of the most difficult factors in a level.
This was in one of the top 10s. I think don't get me wrong, I think it's Booba Wombo, where you have to see something in the level in a specific order, and at the end you have to put it in order or something, or like click it in order. I don't remember how it works.
It takes the linear
But
element of
maybe they'll
Geometry
talk
Dash,
about it,
the
actually.
start and the end, and adds a whole other layer of complication to it. Instead of learning a singular path, you have to prepare yourself for all of the possibilities. RDL actually has a collection of categorized packs of levels that have random elements in them, scaling based on difficulty. Dark Odyssey is an extreme demon in the lowest difficulty randomizer pack with one random segment. This. Right here during this wave, you have to look down here mid-gameplay and read these 3 arrows, and then punch in the code a little later to pass. Now this is a very small instance of randomness in a level that
Yeah,
I
that's not
thought was
too
worth
bad.
mentioning. But what if it's more than just this small section? Here comes Fog, an already difficult extreme demon with low visibility, rapid gameplay, and super precise inputs. This level is stupid hard, constantly switching between the hardest game modes with really tight choke points. At 90%, right at the peak of your nerves, one of 5
God.
random symbols will flash on your screen,
Okay.
each one corresponding to their own unique, completely invisible path that you have to take. What most people do is they try to learn it on the spot by reading the pattern here by just pausing the game.
Yeah, I think I get it now. Okay. Oh, shit.
You gotta get Gus. Wait, you gotta figure this out. Wait, oh my gosh, you're gonna win. Wait, just be it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's pretty smart. He paused it and learned it so he could beat it.
But okay,
That's
if
sick.
Fog is in randomizer pack 4, what could possibly
Oh,
be
I know another randomizer off the top of my head, Limbo's Keys. We saw that recently too.
The Art of the Blade.
Art of the Blade,
This is
never
where it
heard of
starts
this.
to get a little ridiculous. While you
see.
play this already hard memory demon, even harder than Fog, you have to pay very close
Yo, there's an Amazon. I wish I could have got that on my camera. There's an Amazon truck that just reverse so fast down the street. That was crazy.
Include
Must have forgot a
3 different
package.
pieces of decoration within the level. The 3 elements are the color of this shrine gate.
Sorry,
the
I'm unfocused. Okay, color of the shrine
pieces of
gate.
decoration within the level. The 3 elements are the color of this shrine gate, the
Red.
color of this tiny square that's barely even on the screen, and the color of this
Okay.
arrow. Each element has 4 possible colors, giving you a total of 64 different combinations. Okay, why do you need to know this? Well, at 63%, right as we get the last element that we need, you're faced with 16 columns of dark spots, and each of the 64 combinations is a code that you have to input by touching specific spots. Mind you, you have to spam as hard as you can as to not hit the wrong spot. So, what people usually resort to doing is recording their gameplay, looking at all of the different elements, taking each element
Dude,
and putting them
mid-video hopping in the video
into
editor
a
is
custom
crazy.
program until
Or
you get a
mid-level, I
code,
mean.
then resume the game trying to input the correct code. And that's the easiest of the 3 in this randomizer pack.
That's crazy. They can pause the game and throw it in the editing software to check.
Coalescence is a top
Coalescence.
100 level. The
Dang.
entire thing is 4 times speed, forcing you to play some of the hardest gameplay at speeds that you can't even really process. However, the ending is very similar to Fog, except instead of one pattern that's played out, you are randomly shown 5 of 9 possible symbols, as well as their gameplay.
5 of
Mind you,
9?
To get to this point, you have to play top 100 worthy gameplay while paying attention to these patterns. Then, when you hit the stash orb, the level shuffles these patterns and does not show you the gameplay for each pattern. And you're on a dash orb. You can't pause and unpause the level like you can in Fog, or it kicks you off the orb and you die. Now, there's only a handful of
Damn.
people in the world that can actually play this gameplay at the end, but to memorize a code while doing it, Amplitron, the creator and verifier of this level, practiced for the ending by creating a custom program to learn each of the patterns. While this level is within
Dude,
some of the
why are
hardest
Geometry Dash creators so smart, bro? He built the level, built a code in the game, and then built a program to
in
practice.
the game, there are 2 more extremely noteworthy
Limbo?
levels that have random elements in them that I'm going to talk about here very shortly that are somehow even harder than this.
Limbo?
These levels have much more significant
Is that
elements of
Boombawamba?
randomness in them.
That looks like
but
Boombawamba,
they're on
the
a
one I
whole
mentioned
different
earlier.
tier of difficulty that we'll get into right now.
Okay. Limbo and Boombawamba is my prediction.
First, we have to understand some terminology.
Oop.
What is
Okay.
a frame perfect?
Okay.
Geometry Dash's engine checks for a collision 240 times a second. This is the game's TPS, or ticks per second. Hey, so
Oh, I
I
thought-
spent the last
Bro, I actually thought my
3
computer froze. What the?
days editing and making visuals for this upcoming explanation on what exactly a frame perfect is. And it's cool. It's 2 minutes of really high quality footage. It's 2 minutes. It's a lot of work. And right as I was getting more background footage, I thought to myself this doesn't match up with my script. So I plugged the entire thing into ChatGPT, and it turns out it's just wrong. And ChatGPT wasn't holding back. It was beating my ass like a drum. Really kicking me while I'm down.
Oh, so he got the definition of frame perfect wrong. So I shouldn't
Rub it
listen to
in.
this. Or is he gonna
see
give
all
me the
this
real one?
effort, all this beautiful work, these beautiful visuals.
Trash.
I'm pissed, but I can't really blame anyone other than myself. I used 2 sources of information. I used a Reddit post and a YouTube video. And the YouTube video, it turns out the YouTube video, I didn't realize it's 5 years old and it's outdated. And the Reddit post is just wrong. This dude's just wrong. And
Oh,
I'm
so he's
pissed.
just posted some garbage.
Just
So this guy spent all that time editing. You know, I feel him.
a really brief explanation to what a frame perfect actually is. The game checks for collisions and inputs at 240 times a second. If you
Okay.
click, you jump on the next tick. There's a setting that lets you click between ticks. It's called CBF, but it's only really used by the super duper good players and a super duper hard levels. Now, a true frame perfect is a 1 tick window, essentially. Now, the reason I confused myself is because
That makes some of the other levels I've checked out even crazier where I saw the frame perfect counts.
community
Hey,
uses
Latim,
a
I saw
mix
him
of
in other
old
stuff.
terminology and new terminology to, explain timings, which I think is stupid. So just know when you hear a 60 FPS frame perfect, it's this long. Yeah, the flash on your screen, it's this long. That's
Okay.
it. About 16 milliseconds. 120 is 2 ticks, so 8.3. 240 is 1 tick, so,
So
4
4
milliseconds.
points.
And
There we
any
go.
other smaller timing than that requires this setting. And mind you, a hummingbird flaps its wings 50 to 80 times a second, where every flap of a wing takes about 12 to 20 milliseconds. That's 3 times the window of timing you have to click a 240 frame perfect. Think
What in the world? This guy's like giving me the greatest explanations of
Think
all
about that
time.
for a second. That's how fast these players are clicking.
I feel like not even just me. I think we are learning in real time here together because some of these explanations are crazy.
Editing's hard. Please
It
subscribe.
is. My
Yes.
editing's not very good. You know, I throw gaming videos on the main channel. I try my best to edit them, I promise. If you guys want to check it out, it's linked in the description.
If you're confused, don't worry. It's a really hard concept to explain properly, so
Okay.
my bad. But
No, you're
just
good.
know, when talking in terms of timing, this is some of the absolute smallest, and they could be used to understand how precise you have to be in a level. Earlier in this video, I said that the skill gap between AQ and the hardest extreme demons is bigger than the stereo madness to a Q gap. It's because of frame perfects. You probably won't be able to find a single frame perfect click in any of these levels on the bottom half of RDL. That's how hard it gets. Now, with that being said, let's finally move on to some of the hardest levels in geometry.
All right, here we go. That's all I wanted to see. Show me some stuff. Are we still talking about the randomization stuff?
Up to this point, we've discussed various difficult levels with their own gimmicks.
Okay.
Whether it be memory-based, fast-paced gameplay, or long levels, there's many aspects to a Geometry Dash level that make it hard. However, there are levels that push many
I hear
things
the
at
music.
once to their absolute
That's Limbo.
human limit. Starting off with one
I
of
knew
the
it.
most popular levels ever, Limbo is a bright and vibrant memory demon. The entire level is
Limbo,
either in-
there's three definitions of limbo in my head. It's this Geometry Dash level, the game where you lean back and go under a thing. It's like you're doing the limbo. And I don't know if you guys have watched Naruto, but Mamoru Uchiha's one of his best jutsus is the limbo. They can see my limbo.
impossible to cite your
I don't know how many of you guys watch the show, but
or
if you're still here, let me know in the
extremely
comments if you know what I'm
It's
talking
over
about.
3 minutes long and has a whole 11
He can see it, but Naruto can sense it. God, I'm a
frame
nerd.
perfects.
That
according to
sounded
this
so
guy,
dorky.
and it's most famous for its randomized ending. Not
Yeah,
only do you have to
keys
hit a
ending.
16 millisecond window 11 times throughout the course of 3 minutes, but you have to follow that up with playing this legendary ending. Near the end of the level, you will see a key glow green. You have to follow this key with your eyes, and yes, every movement and shuffle here is completely randomized. There is no possible way to prepare for this segment. And while you follow the right key with your eyes, you also have to simultaneously play the hardest game mode, clicking at a bare minimum of 6 times a second as to not die. And you can't click at a steady rate. You have to vary your click rate perfectly in order to avoid crashing into these mounds of spikes.
Yeah,
Now
this is a
you-
crazy
You
ending.
have to choose which key is the correct one, assuming you followed it correctly. Now, unlike Fog, you cannot pause here. This mechanism here grabs you, and if you let go for even a single frame, you die. Much like how the dash orb works in Coalescence. You have to let go when the key of your choosing glows in order to make your selection. If you pick wrong,
You fall and die, right? Pretty sure I saw someone on TikTok get it wrong. Oh, sick.
however, if
Absolutely
you made it to
sick.
the end, watched the keys shuffle, tracked it with your eyes, and chose the right key after all of that,
Holy shit. How many people are in this Discord call, dude? I hear like 20 guys screaming. Bro, that's freaking crazy, dude. 5th hardest one of those plays. It's currently 61st. Jeez, bro. Hard levels are coming out like this nowadays.
So,
That's
let's
crazy.
check off the list of skills that you need to be one of the absolute best at in order to beat this level.
Okay.
Memory.
Memory.
Check. Timing. Check.
Okay.
Nerve control. Super check.
Yep.
And most importantly, focus.
Focus. This is Boombawamba. I'm pretty sure this is it. Limbo and Boombawamba was my predictions.
Let's go up a little more.
Okay. I knew it. I knew it.
This
I
is
just
a
reacted to
level
this
called
level for the first time the other day, but I heard about its memorization part.
Wamba. What you're seeing right now is footage of a frame perfect counter for the level. This is absolute needlepoint gameplay that you're watching right now. Not only do you have to land 35 frame perfect, but it consists of some of the hardest gameplay of the hardest game modes in the game. So what makes this level
I
harder?
love this song, by the way.
Limbo. Well, this level also has random decorations, just like the Art of the Blade. Specifically, 5 of them. Now, there is something I'm not telling you. All of the footage you have seen of this level so far has just been gameplay. It's the layout for the level. I needed to show you this so you can get a grasp on how hard this is to play. This isn't what you see when you're playing the level.
Yeah, bro.
This is what you see.
This level is
Bubawamba
insane.
is currently the hardest memory level in the game. This level gives so little visuals while expecting you to hit frame-perfect jumps. As for the 5 decorations on the level, you have to keep track of these 5 elements that may or may not appear in the level as you
I mean,
play.
that's just crazy. You have to play this level in this darkness, this amount of timing,
Yes.
everything, and you have to see these little
They are
details,
randomized
memorize them.
Then, at the very
Makes
end,
no
you have
sense.
to remember which elements were present in your run, and jump through these frame-perfect gaps and hit a button mid-jump for each decoration that didn't
Gaps are
appear.
frame-perfect
And if
as
that
well?
wasn't enough, the order in which you input the
God.
decorations is also completely randomized, so you need to know which decoration corresponds to which number. The level of insanity you have to go through to even think of attempting this level is insane. You can see nothing, have to hit repeated frame-perfect jumps, keep an eye on which decorations are there or
Bro,
not
jump
there
starts
while
players
you
are
play,
psychotic,
and
bro.
manage your nerves
I
as
don't
you
know
get
how.
them at the
I
end.
don't know how.
Albeit,
Never-
it's not as long as Limbo. And yet
Like,
it
I
is
can never
placed
beat
in
a level
the
this
top
high. I bet I can beat an Extreme Demon. I bet I can beat a couple. But I can never beat something like this.
10
It's just
hardest
no way.
levels in Geometry Dash.
There's just
Speaking
no
of
way.
length, there's another level that I want to talk about here.
Is this a Flame Wall? Yeah, it is. I like this one a
Flame Wall
lot.
is the highest
This one was
test
sick.
of endurance in the entire game. Not
Yeah.
only does it have double the
Is
amount
this like
of
7 minutes?
frame perfects as in Bubawamba, these frame perfects are spread out across 7 minutes of extremely fast gameplay. According to the verifier, it took him over 20
Oh my
months to verify
God.
this, and for good reason. This level is so intense for so long that Cuatrocientos literally had to take breaks to wipe the sweat off of his hands and keys.
That
Compared
is
to the
crazy.
slower paced
Mid-level, get the towel out, just get it going.
gameplay of Bubawamba, Flame Wall is always so much faster, forcing the player to harness excellent nerve control, hit insanely tight timings, maintain stamina, and resolve. And if it wasn't bad enough, at the very
This video is
end
so
of the level,
good.
there is a straight fly, where you have to perfectly balance the time your clicks are pressed down and lifted up, in order to fit through this extremely small gap at the end. The verifier died at 99% right here while trying to verify this, which had to be devastating.
Oh my god, devastating is an understatement.
Not once, by the way.
I probably would never play the level.
There
Yeah, he
twice.
did die twice. Look at his face, bro. That's just a face of despair.
But on September 21st, 2025, after getting an attempt 6 minutes in,
Yo, are his boys in the back? Or like, to get some people, homies in the background? That's crazy. They love watching him. He beat it with his friends there. Oh my god, that's such a crazy feeling, probably. It's currently the 3rd hardest, I'm pretty sure, after Society just got verified. Wow. That's actually crazy.
this is a good demonstration of how important nerve control can be in this game.
I see the blurry thinking space 2 right here.
Wall is currently the 2nd hardest level in the entire game, right under.
If you guys are still here, comment TS2 diamond cap. Just comment TS2 and subscribe as well. I'd appreciate it. I don't.
Thinking
What am I
Space 2.
saying?
Now, compared to the other levels that we covered today, Thinking Space 2 is actually one of the shortest ones. Really, this level has no
barely
gimmick
a
at
minute,
all.
right?
It has a relatively clear path, shows its limits well, so where does the difficulty come from? Pure skill. This level is all rapid timings, and it is the current human limit. These clicks are so rapid that there's even a part right here where you have to have a second input to click fast enough to avoid dying. So,
That's
how
crazy.
many frame perfects does Thinking Space 2 have? It's gotta be way more than Bubawamba, Flame Wall, and all these insanely difficult levels.
Flame Wall had 71 correct. Bubawamba had like 36. 20. Oh god.
This level has some of the hardest timings ever in Geometry Dash.
Oh
I
my
can't
god.
really explain how hard this is.
Bro, where's that 240? What's the 240
into
frame
perspective
perfect?
just how hard you have to play, I was looking through YouTube and I found this video. What
Yeah.
you are watching right now is the verifier and the first victor of Thinking Space 2 with their winning runs on top of each other. You can't
On top
even
of each
tell
other? I couldn't even notice there was more than
there's
one.
2 sets of gameplay here.
That's
that precise.
crazy.
This is the current human limit.
It's
of geometry.
that. It's hey, he's on verifier. It's that like precise that when there's multiple people, I couldn't even see that there was multiple people. That's nuts.
But what if I told you it can get even harder?
It's gonna talk about
As you may
other
know,
levels.
in order for a level to show up on RDL, it has to be verified, which
Mhm.
means it needs to have been beaten at least once to confirm that it can be humanly done. Every day,
Yes.
there are people trying to verify the next hardest level. And at the time I'm saying this, the biggest race in Geometry Dash's history for the top 1 spot is happening right now.
I think it's probably
Levels
already
like
done. Society.
Leaf, Heliopolis, Angelicide, Cosmos Unleashed, Society, and
It's over. People told me to check out Tsunami and these two on the sides. I need to check those out. But Society's verified. Grief's 97.
so many more are having hundreds
so many
of
more,
thousands
holy.
of attempts poured into them to take that top spot first, with many of them being extremely close to being verified. These levels have hundreds of frame perfects, timings tighter than anything in the top 10, and gameplay so hard that if any of these were to be verified, they would be placed above Thinking Space 2 in a heartbeat. Many of these verifications are being live streamed, with tens of thousands of people waiting eagerly at each
35,000 people. Holy
The next
pressure.
hardest
Imagine
thing
beating it though. Oh my
being
god.
right in front of their eyes.
I'm actually
Every
excited for him to
step
beat that. That's
that's
gonna be
made,
sick.
Every new best gains thousands, even millions of views. This goes to show just how excited the community is to watch these incredible players do
Is this guy that verified Society? This one's done. Who is this?
things.
I think I do know who that is. It's like W Popoff. I just saw his name somewhere. I think that's him. I could be wrong. Oh god. Let me know if I'm wrong.
I was at a party, and
New top 1 just randomly got
W
verified.
Popoff just verified GD's
W
new top
Popoff
1.
has officially won
Oh, wait, what?
the top 1 race.
W
which is-
Popoff just verified Society.
turns out Society just got verified.
This is a sick level. We checked this one out the other day.
What? Bro! No way! I'm a menace to society. Oh my god.
Bro, he wasn't even that excited. What the hell? Damn. 3 240s is still crazy. He must have been editing this when this got beat or something. This wasn't supposed to be a part of the video for sure.
The players that stand at the top single-handedly redefine the human limit. Things that were once a struggle to new players is now muscle memory
Jinxie.
through thousands of hours of practice. A common misconception is that Geometry Dash is a rhythm game, but at a certain point, it turns into something else. It becomes a test of spirit. So, to answer the
That's
question,
true.
of
I couldn't even tell you, like I said earlier, how many times we played a level for 5 seconds, died once, and
how
just
hard is
immediately stopped
Geometry
playing.
Dash, it is as hard as humanly possible.
Okay. That's the answer. Bro, okay, hold on. Stop right there. Dude, I think... What is this? The apple's back from way earlier. That's crazy.
My goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
Wow. What? Oh, that was a really good video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you did, like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to drop as many videos as possible, but, you know, keep them consistent, find good videos to watch. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.